That's the sound of power right there.
It just needs a little persuading.
Let's just
All
say,
about the safety.
don't try it at home. It's not really recommended. I'm probably lucky to have lived through that experience. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. I'm not sure you guys want to see me try to drive this without brakes, but wish me luck. This timing chain's gotta be pretty much brand new. How do we leave on a positive note? Well, it's been sitting way too long, but we have an Evermax, Start, whatever, something like that. So it's guaranteed to start a Ford, especially of this caliber. I haven't really did too much to her since the last video, other than clean it up some. It's been gone too much. And so we are back to the dual red wires here. What's the chance this baby's gonna just fire right up? It's probably, how cold do you think it was last night? 30 degrees?
Yeah, probably. Didn't frost, so it was probably a little over 32.
Okay. So we got a better chance today. Should we check our wild fuel tank?
Safety third.
Oh, this looks very inviting. I think I gotta actually put a little bit more fuel in there.
Fuel at saddle years got to be perfectly good.
Hey, don't judge it. It's actually, I think I put fuel stabilizer in some of it. I wasn't sure how long this thing was gonna sit.
You were prepared.
My favorite, this nasty oil bath thing. Drip, 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 drip. Okay, let's see how much of a mess I can make. Oh yes. That's it. There. Okay, we still have oil. It's beautiful. I probably should change it. I'm not really sure what to do with this engine. I'll get some gas and then we'll see if we can crank it over. This is a prime fuel jug. I should probably be advertising for it, but I don't really want companies calling me up saying they wish I had theirs. Our goal today is to try to get this thing running and take the carburetor off because it leaks gas everywhere. It's really a safe thing if you remember the video with the flames coming out of it. And we drove it. I drove it like probably 10 miles like that, and it was kind of pumping fuel. And let's just say,
about the safety.
Don't try it at home. It's not really recommended. I'm probably lucky to have lived through that experience.
That's the sound of power right there.
It just needs a little persuading.
Okay.
Is that a symbol of the fuel mileage this thing gets? Just take a 5-gallon can, dump it down the carburetor.
Hey, this is very economical. I think that was the word I was looking for. I don't know if those battery cables are on there good enough, so let's see if it'll... Hey, you should show them this. It looks a lot fancier than last time.
Cleaned interior.
Cleaned it out.
The seat is the nicest feature, I think.
Yeah, most of the time I dream about this at night. I cleaned up, took the floor mat up so it wouldn't rust anymore. It's actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
And, you know, just been cruising around in my dreams. One of these days we're going to have this thing have some brakes so we can actually hot rod it. So, let's see.
Fired right up.
That battery does crank like a beast.
That's the sound of power right there.
It just needs a little persuading. I have a feeling that battery wasn't made to crank more than a few seconds. Oh dear, we must get jumper cables. It looks like we're off to a good start today. You know, this is why we don't think we need to rebuild this carburetor.
Yeah, it's like brand new there.
Yeah, it's sketchy. Let's see if we got enough juice here. These things use
That's safe.
What we need to do is just get this moving in the sunshine so we have warm fingers to pull that carburetor off. Not sure you guys want to see me try to drive this without brakes, but wish me luck. Take some experience.
You can always stop against the side of the house if you can't stop any other way.
Man, I'm glad you told them on that.
Yeah.
Keep that as a backup. No worries. So you tell me, is this thing running on how many cylinders?
Running on at least 4 of them, I think. They're supposed to sound like that.
I gotta shut this thing off here. Well, we have way more tools today. I'm not really sure. We didn't have very many last time. And today I don't have a whole lot either. But I don't think it's going to take too much to get this carburetor off. As you can see right here, it's kind of, I think somebody commented, I forget who commented, they said the famous accelerator pump leakage system on this carburetor. It seems to be a pretty popular common thing. The diaphragm, I think, actually just rotted out. So we're gonna try to take this thing off. Here, let's see. That thing somewhere where I'll step in it.
You put gloves on, but you'll run a pickup with open headers and a leaking fuel. Yeah, that makes.
I don't like when you question anything about what I'm doing. Okay, so this is supposed to be simple. And it should be, right? Inch in there. But this is a vacuum line. We could probably pop that off. I'm not gonna believe it. Found my 1/2-inch wrench.
Norwegian socket set.
Hey. I cannot believe how leaky this system is.
They usually leak when you pull the fuel line off.
I don't like the disrespect you're showing to me. Okay. Steel fuel line is always exciting. It's always in the way. There's a nice yellow jacket flying around. All these options. Actually, I love it. It's been like my favorite.
Top of the line.
I use it so much.
Yeah, I got a couple of those. That
I used it at least twice this year.
Oh, I see you got a square in there. What do you use that for? Is that
it's
for
totally nice. It just for some
adjusting the valves in the truck, or what do you use the?
Yeah, just gotta. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to fix that.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know
square.
what Ford was thinking. They couldn't build something square. These days, you just don't know what's gonna happen. I think I need a hammer. No, not really. No, everything I need is at the bottom. That's normally how I store things. Aha! I wonder, what size? Aha, they are 7/16. You know what I would really like right now?
What?
Is an air compressor.
but I don't got one. So I got Patrick behind the camera. He works pretty well.
Lung capacity.
Are you speechless? Okay.
I'm not sure what to say to that.
Right there, there's a clippy thingy, or the throttly thingy. So we just pop
The
it up.
technical lingo.
Hey, I'm a certified non-mechanic. You know what I didn't think about, Patrick? I sure need something to put these pieces in.
Yeah, it might help.
I wonder why.
In North Dakota, it's very hard to get away from the wind. So I found a bowl that we can spill with our parts.
Hey, look at this. This thing's been rebuilt. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe
Three-man
this
tag.
is just... Is it the original tag? Oh! Would you look at this? It says Autolite.
Was all the light what they came with from the factory?
You know, I don't know that. Somebody's probably gonna have to tell me that. This is kind of crazy how simple this is. I'm used to working on like diesels and things like that. A little more sophisticated. Make sure I take the right thing off here. But that's another thing we should talk about. I am thinking more about just fixing this thing up the way it is. It's hard to find them in any kind of fixable condition. And we definitely have fun doing it. I think, right, Patrick?
Oh yeah.
I need my wrench. Now that I use the cool screwdriver.
So what is that? A 2-barrel?
Yeah, it's just an old Autolite 2-barrel.
Okay.
It produces, you know, this thing's got to produce at least 3 horsepower, but maybe
Probably
not
have
that
more
bad.
horsepower with you under the hood than it does with
Hey,
this.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to take that. I don't
Well,
know.
like one of those Flintstone vehicles, we'll just have you running underneath the hood.
I don't know if Freddie would be happy with you saying that.
You know, why is it that you can have 4 bolts, 10 bolts, everything? All of them will come out good except for one.
Somebody tell me why the science
Science is that way. Maybe it's Murphy's Law. I don't know who Murphy was, but I don't really like that he made all those weird laws. Sure would have been a better life without him.
I think. So is that a comfortable perch in there?
Hey, you're not supposed to be putting the camera there. I don't know if mechanic work has ever been comfortable, but it is an adventure. I really can't believe that. I mean, with as redneck as we've been, it just started right up.
It's Ford tough.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I don't like the looks of that manifold. I don't like drilling out bolts. They're all busted off. Well, not all of them.
Cracks
but-
aren't supposed. That crack isn't supposed to be there, is it? There's not supposed to be a gap between the block or the head and the manifold.
Not usually. I read in the book somewhere that it's not supposed to do that.
Right. Just one of the added safety features of this phenomenal vehicle.
Hey, you start disking my truck.
I don't know about you, but I don't like where that bolt's at. I need my fancy screwdriver. I'm kind of curious. Can somebody tell me exactly what this was about? I don't really see the point of it. It just kind of is behind the throttle.
Vacuum high idle?
There is no vacuum attachment.
Oh. No wires or anything going to it?
Absolutely nothing. So if you guys can tell me what that is, that'd be cool. I have no idea why it's there.
Interesting.
I think we're disconnected.
A moment of truth.
See if we can do this without getting too much junk in the intake. Not that this thing hasn't seen any. Just like that. I don't know if you're able to see any of that, really.
found ourselves a carburetor. It's not really the same. It's not really the same. But we can maybe rig this up, kind of see how it'll run maybe with a carburetor that's working or functioning. We did grab a compression tester too. Maybe we can compression test this thing. You know what I just forgot? Forgot my gloves.
Can't have that.
Man. Hey, we got the same bolt pattern. That's a good situation. Well, let's see if this carburetor will do anything rigged up like this. See if we can get it done.
It's shinier than the other one anyway.
Yeah,
It means it's gotta work.
Purring. We have gas.
It seemed like it was running a little bit better, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but this timing chain's gotta be pretty much brand new. Can you see how much I rock that? It don't even move.
The rotor is supposed to be spinning when you move.
Come along.
A little tight in there.
Oh, come on. Ooh. Got it.
Ford specs are between 160 and 200.
Yeah, so we're pretty close.
Oh yeah.
And we only checked 2, and that's all it really took for me to break the spark plug. And also to break my heart. I don't think this thing's worth put too much into. I'm not sure what exactly I should do with it now. We just kind of wanted to do this, figure out kind of what we got to work with and what we should do. Go from here. Well, how do we leave on a positive note? I'm positive that the 352 is junk. Okay. Man, that didn't sound good.
Well, look at it on the bright side. We did get the old thing running.
Hey, it was fun. I got to drive it today.
Yep.
That was fun. That was fun. We got to burn a little bit of gas, burn a little bit of time, get smarter.
Or dumber, depending on how you look at it.
Risky things, always. Keeps life exciting. Now we got to go see if we can park.
You don't need a diesel, you can blow smoke with this.
Hey, perfect. We'll talk to you later. Gotta just let the deal run. You're never gonna guess what we found. This is where you keep the spare keys.